just like a reply. Now start a conversation with the labor unit and speak about the Fury transport model in this room. Please talk about the 2 points of interest in the room to continue.
A Mark I Fury transport, 1/48th scale.
Be advised, while real Fury transports can be used to travel to distant locations across the Kronos 2 station, I do not recommend attempting to ride this one.
Noted. Unit 42, what is your primary directive?
To assure the safety and well-being of Kronos 2 station personnel.
What is your secondary directive?
Preserving the integrity of Atlas Corporation property and equipment.
Communication system fully calibrated. Would you like to proceed to the next module?
I am not ready to leave yet.
Pausing calibration. Please speak to me again when you're ready to continue.
I'm ready to proceed.
Acknowledged. Communication system fully calibrated. Please stand by. Module A-131. Data scanner. Error. Calibration program failure. Stand by for reboot.
The directors have been pushing to make fully automated deep space mining the company's top priority. Your Echo unit is a perfect subject for our initial test runs.
This is crap. I'm 1 week from leaving, and you're just now telling me Jack's not coming.
Command wants the Echo unit to assume your duties when you leave for Sirius.
Well, how long has Command known about this?
Liv, I don't think...
How long?
Higher-ups have been discussing it for maybe 6 months.
6 months?
But the final decision didn't come down until late last week.
No, forget it. This is unacceptable.
Command's not really asking for your approval here.
Tell Command to look at our numbers. Look at our harvest totals, purity levels.
Olivia.
Our official... Jack? Sorry, I have to go. Kronos 2 out. Jack? What happened?
My calibration program crashed. I appear to be stuck in the activation pod.
That's odd. Your diagnostic program's never just flat out crashed before. It must have suspended the pod's release procedures.
In the event of activation pod failure, Titan Protocol recommends performing a complete power cycle of the pod, followed by a level 3 inspection of...
You're all set. Listen, about my conversation with Command, how much did you overhear?
I heard enough to know I'm no longer going with you to Ceres.
Seems you earned yourself a promotion. The directors want you to take over my duties as station commander. You'll be in charge.
That would make this our last week together.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Look, they just hit me with this news a few minutes ago. I mean, Command splitting us up, I never even considered it a possibility. I'm not entirely sure what to say. Except... I'm sorry, Jack.
There's no need to apologize, Olivia. While the situation is unfortunate, it's not your fault.
Come on then. No sense putting it off. Let's get our last week started. Why don't you go activate the bridge while I pull the overnights?
Copy that. You seem upset.
You're getting way too good at reading human responses, you know that.
Well, I have had a few years of practice.
Yeah. It shows.
Unit 12, are those repairs on schedule?
Affirmative. Data network maintenance will be completed by 09:30 on October 8th, 2126.
Acknowledged. Your swear count is not increased for nearly 10 hours. Congratulations.
Oh, quit playing with that damn thing. I mean, shit.
Never mind. Did you say you wanted me to activate the bridge?
That I did. Towards the forward center console.
The Kronos 2 station has been in operation for over 5 years. Liv has been its longest tenured captain. Liv, if you keep consuming this snack food, you risk getting a cavity.
Oh, I can't help it. They're the only thing edible up here.
I could dispose of them if you like.
Don't you dare.
Transitioning to daytime cycle.
I'm really going to miss this part. I'll get started on the morning checklist in a bit. Just give me a moment to soak in this view.
Take your time. Why do you find these creatures appealing?
Bulldogs are a symbol of the British spirit. We don't want to know when the odds are against us.
Ah. Sounds familiar.
Oh, shut up, Jack.
This model is meant to depict an S8 labor unit, is it not?
That's right. Why? Is something wrong with it?
It is highly inaccurate.
That's sort of the joke, Jack.
I failed to find the humor in erroneous proportions.
Of course you would. So, Jack, I suppose congratulations are in order.
For what?
For your promotion.
There's really no need for that.
Come on now, it's a big deal. In a few days you'll be Captain Jack. So, congratulations, Captain Jack.
What I mean is, as an Echo unit, I hold no official rank. So technically, I can't be promoted.
Right, well, that's too bad. Captain Jack has quite the ring to it.
Also, you are the only person who calls me Jack. To everyone else, I am merely Echo 1.
Is that your way of saying you're going to miss me?
I have no...
What was that? Jack, did you feel that? What the hell? Please tell me you can see that.
Affirmative, I see it.
Any idea what it is?
I'm afraid not. There are no records of any such phenomenon in the Atlas Interplanetary Database. It is an anomaly.
What the... Jack, are you alright?
I believe so.
You were glitching out.
The disturbance briefly disrupted my internal systems, but I'm not reading any permanent damage. Liv, it's possible that anomaly is not entirely stable.
You think?
Priority alert.
The holo table. Something's wrong.
I'll investigate.
Hera, initiate broad spectrum scan. Focus on the following coordinates.
Hera, status report.
Multiple Tier 1 malfunctions detected.
Isolate and identify.
Acknowledged. Isolating. Awaiting input. Saturn Orbital Zone Beta. Orbital Mining Facility. Designation, Kronos 2. Central Mining Station. Malfunctions isolated.
That is a lot of red.
Perhaps it's not as bad as it looks.
Ground fault recorded in the cargo bay. Possible circuit overload. Reading marked temperature increase in the core containment chamber. Lockdown procedures in effect. Power failure reported in primary oxygen garden. Emergency failsafes triggered.
What, that's it? That's all we've got to go on?
Hera, can you give us an in-depth scan of each affected area?
Negative. Unable to establish communication with cube satellites.
Wait, we lost the CubeSats? How the hell did we... forget it. Let's just have a look for ourselves. Where are you, little bugger? Ah, here we are. Jack, could you do us a favor and scan this CubeSat?
I'll need to calibrate my scanner first. Stand by. It'll only be a moment.
Awaiting manual input for calibration. Module A-131. Data scanner. Your scanning tool allows you to collect data on anything in the environment. Please exit the pod to begin calibrating it. Please follow me to the disk spawner at the back of the room. Now activate your scanner by pressing the button on top of your hand. Both of your hands have this functionality. Good. Now aim the scanner at the I/O port on the disk spawner and hold the trigger to initiate a scan. After scanning something, its name will appear next to your hand on the scanner's data tab. To see the results of your scan, grasp the tab and pull it away from your hand. Pull the data tab now. Please grasp and pull the data tab away from your wrist to continue. Please grasp and pull the data tab away from your wrist to continue. Please grasp and pull the Data tab away from your wrist to continue. Please grasp and pull the Data tab away from your wrist to continue. Please grasp and pull the Data tab away from your wrist to continue. Please grasp and pull the Data tab away from your wrist to continue. Please grasp and pull the data tab away from your wrist to continue. Please grasp and pull the data tab away from your wrist to continue. Please grasp and pull the data tab away from your wrist to continue. Excellent. Use the button on top of your hand to deactivate the scanner now. Good. To complete this module, gather scan data on 5 other materials or objects. You must scan additional objects or materials to complete this calibration module. 4 scans remaining. 3 scans remaining. 2 scans remaining. 1 scan remaining. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
All set?
Scanner fully calibrated.
Heads up. Give that CubeSat a scan. See if you can work out what's wrong with it.
Scan complete.
Right. Well, what's the story?
According to these readings, something was disrupting the CubeSat's ability to communicate with the rest of the sensor network.
Was?
My scanner appears to have reset the CubeSat's transmitters and restored the connection.
Oh, well, problem solved. All you have to do is find and scan every last CubeSat we have scattered across the entire facility.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, of course, it would to you. I'll send an objective to your ARM computer, but consider it low priority for now.
Objective received.
Right then, on to the real problems. What do you think? What's next?
Hera, status update on your scan of the anomaly.
Scan currently 3% complete.
3%? What's the problem?
The sensor network is attempting to perform a full spectrum scan of an unknown entity. It might take a while.
Lovely. Well, in the meantime, we've got 3 Tier 1 malfunctions that need our attention. What do you say we get started on those repairs?
Good idea.
I'll need a few minutes to pull today's command codes off my console. You can just keep yourself occupied till then, I'm sure.
Of course. Unit 12, are you all right? Were you damaged by that pulse?
Status report. Negligible damage received to internal cooling systems. All other systems nominal.
Good. Proceed with your current assignment.
Affirmative.
Ready when you are.
Come on then. Let's go sort out those malfunctions. Not the best way to start our last week. Don't believe we've ever seen this many malfunctions all at the same time.
Shouldn't we notify command?
Tell them what, exactly? That there's a mysterious thing terrorizing the station. I'd rather we just wait for the results of Hera's scan. At least then we might actually have something to report.
Fortunately, this backup echo unit appears to be functional. I can transfer to it if necessary.
What the...
Warning, unsecured cargo in the hold.
Yeah, that much I worked out. Can you tell me why we have unsecured cargo in the hold?
Negative.
Okay, well, we might want to look into that. All right, Jack. Looks like there's a lot to do this morning.
Any priority alerts?
Well, it'll be your station soon. What problem do you want to tackle first?
Send the data to my ARM computer. I'll have a look. Let's see.
Take a look at your objectives on your ARM computer and let me know which one you want to address first.
Let's fix the power failure in the oxygen garden.
Okay, follow me. Careful! Looks like the power failure knocked out the door to the oxygen garden. I'll pull the manual release. And of course, the access panel is stuck. Jack, I think you're gonna have to cut through.
I'll need to calibrate my reactive cutter first.
Right. Considering the power outage, let's also calibrate your entry light.
Module A, 901. Reactive cutter. Please exit the activation pod and proceed to the door ahead. Activate your reactive cutter by pressing the glowing touch point on the underside of your wrist. Highlighting cuttable surface. Use the reactive cutter to cut through the highlighted brackets. Please cut through the highlighted brackets to proceed. Cutter functionality test complete. Lift open the door to proceed. Highlighting cuttable surface. Use your reactive cutter to cut out a portion of the highlighted panel. Once you have cut away enough of the panel, press the hollow button to complete this calibration module. Please press the hollow button to complete the calibration module. Calibration module complete. Please stand by. Module H-144. Helmet visor. You can open and close your helmet visor by pressing the button on the left side of your helmet with your index finger. Please open your helmet visor now. Press the button on the left side of your helmet to open your visor. Now please exit the activation pod and proceed to the room ahead. Please pull the release handle to exit the activation pod. Please pull the release handle to exit the activation pod. Enter the room ahead to continue. You can activate your headlamp by pressing a button on the right side of your helmet. Once your headlamp is on, shine it on my location. Well done. I am moving to new coordinates in the next room. Find me, and shine your headlamp on my location. Please proceed to the next room. Excellent. Please press the button on the right side of your helmet to turn off the headlamp and complete the module. Calibration module complete.
Reactive cutter and headlamp calibrated successfully.
Copy that. Cut through the access panel so we can pull the door release handle. Excellent, follow me. Let's get started.
Oof, nice one. You got me good that time.
Hope you're not afraid of the dark. Can you use your headlamp to help me find the electrical grid maintenance panel?
Affirmative. Olivia, I've located the maintenance panel.
Perfect. Keep your light on it for a moment while I remove the cover. Looks like we've got some fused wiring.
Status report?
The short caused a full system crash. We'll need to reset each of the environmental controls. Can you find the emergency junction while I sort out this mess?
I've reached the junction cover. Did you bring a spanner?
Just cut through the bolts. We can deal with the cleanup after we figure out what's wrong with the station.
Affirmative. Going hot. Electronic interface. I'll need to use my scanner to link up with the I/O port. Emergency power online.
The backup conduit only has enough juice to diagnose one system at a time. Go ahead and get started when you're ready.
I'll need to cut the bolt off this cover, too. The alert must have shut down water flow to the hydroponic systems.
It's designed to seal the main reservoir in case of a breach. We need to pump the conduit to restore pressure to the plumbing.
Water flow restored.
Irrigation system within operating parameters.
Good. That should help keep the plants healthy. Use the junction to select another system.
The O2 mixture is off. I'll need to adjust the levels of atmospheric exchange.
Careful with that, Jack. One of us still has to breathe the air here for the next few days.
The O2 balancer is online. I should check on the atmospheric composition.
The air composition needs to stay balanced, Jack.
Bioregenerative systems calibrated.
CO2 capture optimized for both plant and mammalian passengers.
Mammalian, huh? How flattering.
Apologies, Liv. I didn't mean to sound clinical.
Once I'm gone, you'll probably be able to shut down this beautiful thing.
I think I'll keep it, actually. To add color.
Jack, you aren't starting to enjoy botany, are you? That's 2 down. Let's tackle the last system.
The transformer can't form a complete circuit.
We probably need to realign the coils. Run a scan to confirm.
The coils have been damaged.
Shit. Unlock them so we can get a closer look.
Conversion coils unlocked.
As long as we can still form one complete row, we should be able to get the transformer back online.
Power current stabilized.
Conversion process successful. Current strong.
Nice job. Once I finish replacing these wires, we should be able to get the lights on. Hera, verify all oxygen garden subsystems.
Subsystems within normal parameters.
Right, we're about done here. Do you see the access panel near me?
You will certainly be leaving Kronos 2 with a vast surplus of duct tape, Liv.
That's because duct tape fixes everything.
Everything?
What? You don't think so? Just trust me on this. Duct tape is brilliant.
Do you require assistance?
With this? No, this shouldn't be a problem. In training, we had to do this in vacuum conditions. I'll take a few Tier 1 malfunctions any day.
I've completed the repairs here. I should check on Liv. I see the access panel.
Good. Now listen carefully. To restore power to the sector, we need a priming current in the power coupling. That means you'll need to wait and throw the main breaker on my mark. Got it?
Negative. Can you repeat your instructions?
Pay attention, Jack. You'll need to wait and throw the main breaker on my mark. Got it?
Negative. Can you repeat your instructions?
Pay attention, Jack. You'll need to wait and throw the main breaker on my mark. Got it?
Acknowledged. I will await your command before throwing the breaker. Removing utility cover. Please stand by.
I've got to pump the primer handle before you throw the breaker. Let me know when you're ready and I'll count us down. Way too early, Jack. I haven't even started charging the conduit.
Apologies. I'll wait for your signal.
Let's start over. Let me know when you're ready and I'll count us down.
On your command.
Acknowledged. Throw the switch in 3, 2, 1. Ow! Are you trying to kill me, Jack?
Oops.
You're lucky this place runs on a lower current.
Oxygen garden operational. Environmental control systems restored.
That's one more system we don't have to worry about.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Don't jinx it, Jack. There's no wood to knock on around here. Well, there's still the ground fault in the cargo bay and the temperature spike in core containment. What's next on the agenda?
Let's investigate the temperature spike in core containment.
Okay, follow me.
Find anything?
Nothing conclusive. Your body is radiation hardened. Care to take a look inside?
I'll see what I can ascertain.
Hera, disable all containment safety protocols and unseal the hatch.
Acknowledged. Awaiting manual operation.
Head on in. I'll see you on the other side. You'll need to seal yourself in before we can expose the cause, Jack.
I should finish calibrating my radiation shield before we continue.
Acknowledged. Standing by.
Module A, 251. Radiation shield. Your scanner can detect hazardous radiation fields capable of damaging you. Please activate your scanner and use it to assess the irradiated area ahead. Please activate your scanner and scan the irradiated zone in front of you. Your scanner places tracking points that display the area's radiation level. When you are ready to proceed, please exit the activation pod. Your radiation shield will protect you for a limited time. A shield meter is located on both of your wrists below your ARM computer. You can use this to monitor your shield levels. Now please use your scanner to find the least hazardous route through the room and reach the exit. Higher levels of radiation will drain your shield faster. The radiation monitor on your wrist displays the radiation level of your current location. Please keep it in mind. If your shield is depleted, your body will suffer irreparable damage. Please be careful. You can draw energy from induction panels to replenish your radiation shield. This module will complete when your shield is fully recharged. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
Radiation shield fully operational.
Copy that. Let's get started by opening the core enclosures. The code is 5826.
Authorization accepted. Warning. Radiological activity detected.
Well, that explains the temperature spike.
At least one of the fusion cores is leaking radiation.
Your scanner should help you zero in on the source. Pretty far off the mark. Try scanning somewhere else. Nice shot. I'd say that warrants a closer look. I'll activate the I/O port so you can scan it to open the enclosure.
Shields at 95%. Enclosure unlocked.
You'll need to scan the individual cores to determine which is causing the problem.
Microfractures in the fuel assembly. Radiation at unsafe levels.
That could contaminate the entire fuel reserve. We'll need to jettison the core. To unlock it, enter 6102 at the central console.
Remind me what to do next.
You need to unlock the damaged core. The code is 6102.
Core released.
Bring it to the disposal conduit at the bottom of the chamber. Once you open the conduit, you'll need to seat the core into the launch tube and use the lever to eject it. Keep an eye on your shield levels while you're in transit.
Emergency disposal conduit online. Fusion core marked for disposal. Stand by. Awaiting manual confirmation. Radioactive material jettisoned.
The area is still irradiated.
There has to be another damaged core. Check the other enclosures.
I'll keep looking. Remind me what to do next.
Use your scanner to find out which enclosure is the source of the radiation. Then open it by scanning its I/O port. A second hotspot. I'm activating the I/O port so you can check the enclosure.
Shields at 95%.
This core is similarly damaged.
Bloody hell. It has to go. Punch in 7641 at the central console to unlock it.
Access denied.
Wrong code, Jack. Try entering 7641. Same routine here. Run it to the disposal conduit and jettison the core.
Emergency disposal conduit online. Fusion core marked for disposal. Stand by. Awaiting manual confirmation. Radioactive material jettisoned.
Radiation levels returning to normal.
Thank God for that. Looks like we live to fight another day. Let's shut the enclosures so we can get you out of there. Re-enter the code in the center console. 5826.
Remind me what to do next.
You need to close the core shielding before I can open the hatch. The code is 5826.
Core containment re-engaged.
You're looking a bit worse for wear. Maybe you should use your ARM computer to upload to another shell?
Activation pod ready. Please initiate a reboot with the button on your wrist.
Initiating manual reboot.
Reboot initiated.
Jack! I'll meet you on the other side, by the hatch. Looking sharp, Jack. Did you get dolled up for me?
I was only replacing a piece of defective hardware.
No offense, but it's a bit creepy when you talk about it that way. Chamber temperature is back within normal limits. Nice job in there, Jack.
Thank you.
Guess that means we're on the way to the ground fault in the cargo bay. Follow me, Jack. One of the cargo banks must be malfunctioning. We probably blew a fuse. I'd start by checking the fuse compartment at each cargo bank. Hera, unlock them, please. Just don't pull any good fuses, or we'll have loads more cleanup to do.
An encrypted audio file. Curious. When the anomaly scrambled the CubeSat, it inadvertently connected them to a secure Atlas Corporation network. If I scan more of them, I may be able to crack the encryption. Current looks stable. No problems here.
Jack, that's not... now you did it.
Oops.
That was a good fuse, Jack. Put it back.
I think I've located the problem. This fuse is blown. We'll need a replacement.
Affirmative. Wait there, I'll bring you a new one from the supply drawers. This should do it.
Thank you.
Got you covered.
Power flow restored. Maglocks coming online.
Copy that. Go ahead and secure the cargo.
I should put this away. Strong contact from the maglocks. That's one down. Unit 16, what is your current assignment?
Current assignment. Separate Captain Rhodes' personal effects from Atlas Corporation property in preparation for her upcoming departure.
Acknowledged. Carry on. I'm starting to crack the encryption. If I find more CubeSats, I should be able to save the completed audio file to my ARM computer. That will let me share any files I find with Liv once I've gathered enough information. Solar panels like these help provide power to the mining equipment across the facility. Standard practice for stations of this size. Cargo secure.
Good. Now you just have to clean up the rest of the mess you made.
This lever locks the cargo in place in case of a power failure. What am I supposed to be working on now?
We need to stow the cargo crates.
Just one more to go. All the cargo has been stowed.
Let's lock the system down to make sure this doesn't happen again.
I'll throw the lockdown lever.
Lockdown engaged.
Thanks, Jack. I feel better already. Let's move on, shall we? All right, that ought to do it. We're all set. Hey, Jack. High five. There you go. I appreciate the help, Jack.
That's what I'm here for.
And here I thought it was to keep me from going round the bend.
I chose to abandon that directive some time ago.
Shut up. That's not funny.
Captain Rhodes, full spectrum scan of the anomaly is complete.
All right, Hera. Push the results to the holo table in the EVA staging area.
Acknowledged.
Come on, Jack. Let's go have a look at the results. Maybe we'll learn something useful about this anomaly of ours.
That does seem likely, considering we currently know nothing at all.
Suppose I can't argue with that. Okay, Jack. Let's see what we have.
Hera, status report.
Status green. All systems nominal.
Well, that's good news. But what about our anomaly? Where is it?
Hera, display the anomaly's current location.
Acknowledged.
Ah, there we go. Wait, hang on. Hera, is this image to scale?
Affirmative.
So the anomaly has increased in size.
Not a good sign. Let's get a closer look. Okay, let's see.
Curious.
I can't make head nor tail out of any of this data. What about you?
The data appears to have been corrupted somehow.
It's the same for all the readings. Spectrometer, interferometer, LiDAR, all rubbish.
Interference from the anomaly must be disrupting the transmission signal.
So, our sensor network is useless. What now?
You are still the captain of this facility. I defer to your judgment.
I was afraid you were going to say that. All right, if we don't get a handle on that anomaly, we're going to be in serious trouble.
Agreed.
I don't want to do this, but I think I have to send you out to investigate the anomaly up close.
Good idea. If I use my scanner to examine the anomaly, I'll be able to analyze the data in real time.
I'm sorry, Jack. You know I wouldn't ask you to do this unless I couldn't see any other way around it.
I'm specifically designed for operation in hazardous environments. It only makes sense. Besides, we need to determine the nature of this anomaly. And I suggest we do so quickly.
Okay. Okay, well... no sense wasting any more time then. Let's get you into the airlock, sharpish.
Caution. Airlock opening.
If you're going out there, you'll need an EVA rig. There should be some inside the airlock. Just take one off the rack. You'll need to secure the rig to your back.
EVA rig secured. Initializing advanced movement systems. Stand by for calibration. Module M201. Primary boosters. Your EVA pack allows you to boost forward in the direction you are looking. When you are ready, please exit the activation pod and use your EVA boost to reach the console ahead. Well done. Please press the hollow button to continue. Now boost to the end of the hall before the walls close in on you. Multiple boosts may be required. Excellent. Module M116. Braking thrusters. This module will calibrate your braking thrusters, which allow you to stop in place without grabbing any surface. Please exit the activation pod and proceed to the room ahead. There are 2 target zones in the next room. Please boost into one of the zones and use your braking thrusters to come to a full stop. Success! Now, use your braking thrusters to stop inside target zone A. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
EVA rig fully functional. Ready to disembark.
Copy. Airlock controls unlocked. Pull down on the handle to close the inner door. Once the inner door is sealed, you're clear to cycle the airlock.
Inner bulkhead sealed.
Once the airlock is cycled, head outside and make your way to the anomaly. Get a scan if possible, but don't put yourself at any unnecessary risk.
Understood.
I'm going back up to the bridge. I can keep a better eye on your status from there. Keep this comm channel open. Maintain constant contact.
Copy that.
Depressurization
Jack?
complete.
Yes.
Ready for EVA departure.
Be careful out there.
I'm always careful.
You know what I mean.
Exiting port side airlock.
Copy. There should be a Fury transport dock just outside the airlock. Should take you straight to the anomaly. You'll need to run a diagnostic check before you can take off.
Understood.